That's not it. That's the outro.
Hey, that's the outro.
Zam, we're all, thanks for listening. All right. Woo! Did you hear this?
I hear it.
Oh.
It's so good. It's so good. You know what time it is when you hear that sound?
Welcome, everybody, to Cook Will Sway, the show where we slice and dice our way through the intro. Although we don't have a topic yet. I'm DC. I'm joined, obviously, by Josue, the man, the myth. What's up, buddy? How's it going?
Oh, you know, Mondays. Fucking Mondays.
Grr. My friend made this shirt where it's like Garfield was really buff. And he says, I fucking love Mondays. That's me right now. I love it.
Why does Garfield like Mondays?
No, because he doesn't. You know, that's the thing. He's always
that's a whole joke. He doesn't. He
Mondays,
likes lasagna.
Right? That's the fat Garfield. But the buff, you know what I mean? The 300 grams protein eating Garfield, he loves Mondays. He crushes Mondays.
Is Mondays chest day for him?
Maybe. I haven't asked him.
Is he a Monday's chest day kind of guy?
I personally disavow the notion of a personalized chest day. I think that full body recovery occurs, you know, so you can't isolate it. It's like you can't take a whole meal, you know what I mean? Let's bring it back to cooking here. Let's not do this bodybuilding talk. But I'm gonna make a cooking analogy for the bodybuilding world. You have this muscle, all right? Let's just say it's one seasoning in your goulash, all right? Let's just say that's what it is. If you nail that one, right, and you don't take care of the rest, and you say, oh no, I'll add the rest later, right, it's not going to work. You see, you need all the spices to blend evenly, perfectly. You need all your muscles to recover evenly, perfectly. You can't just isolate one and say, nah, I'm resting my body, I'll do that later. That's not how it works.
So today we're going to debate compound workouts versus isolated workouts. DC will be in defense of the 5-3-1 method. I will be defending the split.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to be defending this, the tensile strength of this can right now because I'm going to open my Monster Energy Classic live on air.
When you say classic, do you mean the OG?
Yeah, nice to meet you. My name's
classic?
Kyle. Yeah, it's just the green and black one. I never had it in my life. This is a first.
Really? Mm-hmm. Oh my god! What do you think?
It tastes like gummy bears.
Yeah.
Well, okay, yeah, everybody knows, but I didn't know that. That's cool.
No, to me, it tastes like almost like Flintstone vitamins. It has a very kid vitamin-y.
Yeah.
I can almost taste the grains, and then I don't mind Monster Energy. I'm more of a Red Bull kind of guy.
Oh, really? Yeah, I like Red Bull. It's good. Actually, I'm more of a like Monster Ultra. You know, the boomer drink, the white one.
Oh yeah. Yep. People buy that.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's my favorite. I love it. They just
you're the ones keeping that line in business.
Yeah, it's like gambling. It's like alcohol. It's like all these vice industries, right? The entire industry serves many people, but it's kept alive and afloat by the top addicts. You know that, right?
It's kept alive by Redline.
Redline.
You never heard of Redline Energy?
No.
Oh,
what is that?
Okay. Redline Energy it's advertised as like a pre-workout like energy drink.
Okay.
Or an extreme energy drink. It just depends on like what side of the who the target audience is. But that shit, man, I would probably say it'd be like drinking like 3 of your Monsters in one go for half the amount.
Everything it's like marketed as extreme or epic or dangerous is probably very bad for you. It'll probably like corrode your intestines, you know?
Do you remember Surge?
Yes, actually. That's the one I do remember. I haven't had it though.
See. It would just be better if it was just that. Instead of saying extreme, just yell a fucking catchy line, Surge!
Yeah. I don't know why Monster is so popular, though. I love it. I think it's absolutely incredible, but I don't know how they got their marketing push. I know all about Red Bull. I'm a Red Bull historian. I know. They took it from Thailand, remade the marketing, crushed cans up, empty cans, put them in the trash can so people thought everybody was buying them. They have this whole crazy marketing with the cars, but Monster... I mean, all I see is like, not even extreme sports.
X Games.
But even extreme sports, like fucking Red Bull has a lot of that too. What does Monster do that's so special and delicious for all our Kyle fans?
They have bigger cans. They're a 2000 product. You know, Red Bull, like I definitely remember Red Bull like a 90s thing. It has that Zima vibe.
Wait, no way Red Bull was around in the 90s.
You don't think so?
I wasn't alive, but let's check it out. Was Red Bull when was Red Bull released? When was Red Bull dropped, you know? When was you can say, feel free to say anything while I Google this, you know what I mean?
DC, were you taught about 9/11 in history class?
No, I was lied to about 9/11 in history class. I learned on Infowars.com. What about yourself?
I learned from this small content creator, something Jones, Alex. I can't remember, but this guy, he really put me onto some truth, and now I'm like, hold on, one fucking minute. I think Mossad had something to do with it.
Oh yeah, the Dancing Israelis. That's a classic.
Exactly, all that shit, man. I remember when they killed all those people in some Middle Eastern country. What was it? They like took over a fucking movie. I'm being so vague right now, but they were blaming some movie about Muslims for a couple Navy SEALs dying.
Okay, this is crazy.
Hillary Clinton had a lot to do with it. Go on. I'm getting very CNN over here.
That's actually insane. April 1st, 1987 was when Red Bull dropped.
Yeah, so, that checks out.
That's insane to me. I thought it was like 2000s. This
you know what it was?
Yeah,
I didn't even know it was that early, but like legit, the dead giveaway was like the animation style.
Yeah,
it's very 90s. That like
that's true.
Wiggly type of thing. Yeah, Red Bull they're definitely appealing to. I mean, Monster, they're appealing to that fucking Monster Extreme Sports.
Yeah, the cool kids, the youngins. Yeah, like Four Loko. That was also something that did that.
Oh yeah, Four Loko.
What are you against Four Loko?
No,
the national
not
treasure?
at all. No, not at all. I remember the very first version of Four Loko.
Yeah,
the one where kids were dying from it.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, that was that was the good shit. That's the kind of shit like I wish I had like an OG can and just open it and pour out a little bit. Yeah, that'd be nice. Like $10 shots.
Yeah. No, you should probably do. I don't know. I think it's like everything. People collect these things. I'm sure people collect Four Loko as well. I know people collect Pepsis. You know, there's these nerds, disgusting, grimy nerds who's got like a Pepsi from 1850, and then a Pepsi from 1995, and then like they all these cans there, and there's probably a Four Loko collector out there. if you're listening to the show, write in about your Four Loko
please
collection.
I would love to support that. I want to know about that. That's gross. Okay, so on today's episode,
I want to make a joke. I'm so sorry. I gotta do it. That's crazy. That so like Four Loko, not Four Loko, but Red Bull was invented in the 80s, right? So that means there was a time period where cocaine and Red Bull were mainstream at the same time. There's a little 3-year period where both of them were coexisting. That's gonna be a crazy mix. All right, let's move on. Thank you.
Let me give you one deep into the whole psyop thing. Like, what if the Red Bull was a reaction to the cocaine?
Oh yeah,
epidemic culture, like a direct thing, because it makes a lot of sense. It's a little kid. I don't know. It's just something about it. It screams cocaine more so than say a Monster or any other energy drink. Like when I think of Red Bull, I definitely do think cocaine.
Well, yeah, more than coffee probably, because that was what people used previously before energy drinks to kind of power up. So I think
coffee and espresso.
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, coffee and espresso, it could kill you, but it's still got this delicacy aspect to it. But this energy drink here, it's very cocaine-like. I agree. I didn't want to dwell into it. I have no proof about anything here. I'm just saying that it is kind of crazy. We're like, okay, we can't have this. Our CEOs, our top CEOs, having white powder on their shirts. So let's just come out with this drink from Thailand that'll do
a low-key energy drink. Yeah, that's brilliant.
Although it's not as good. We gotta be honest. Red Bull never even came close, but yeah.
You don't like Red Bull?
I love Red Bull, but it's not cocaine.
Oh no, no, that's an astute observation, DC. No, it's not, and I wouldn't call it a direct substitute for it. You probably need like 4 of those to equal like one small bump.
It's like Coke Zero. I get you. All right.
Yeah, that's all. It is Coke Zero because it's not Coke, but it kind of, it kind of is. Yeah, it is literally Coke Zero, Red Bull Coke Zero edition. There you go.
All right.
Okay, so holy shit. I'm sorry, this topic is just so good.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh god. Okay. So for today's ultra last minute topic, on I think I definitely know it was someone put it in the comment for a salary versus hourly. And it's something that I think I've had to be thinking about just because I know that's coming around the corner for me, maybe in the next 2 years.
Okay.
And I know that people definitely have opinions about salary versus hourly. And I just wanted to know what was do you have a preference? Do you lean towards one or the other?
Well,
off the rip?
I'm very, confused, first of all, because I thought salary could be hourly. So please explain to me how that's...
Oh, you didn't? Okay. So for those that don't know, hourly is exactly what it sounds like. You get paid by the hour. You make 18, 22 an hour, etc. Salary is essentially you make one fixed amount, regardless of how many hours you work. Mm-hmm. So let's just say me, right?
Yeah.
As a lead, I make 22 an hour.
Okay.
I can make more, I can make less, depending on overtime. If the chef cuts me, if he asks me to come in early, I do an extra day. Once I'm management, say in my company, is once you're sous chef, at minimum, you now get salary. And salary, I think is like $60K a year.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that would, I think that's about like 25 an hour. But see, that $60K a year is fixed. Mm-hmm. So you could easily be working 50 hours a week.
Yeah. You
could easily be working 20 hours a week. It doesn't matter. Your check is going to be the same.
Yeah, but however, I mean, I don't want to be this epic anti-capitalist red-pilled guy, but you know that they're gonna exploit that as fuck. They're gonna exploit that. It's like, yeah, you have this thing where it's like, no, but think about it, Josue, you're gonna make more money, and it doesn't really matter how they're gonna pump your hours like crazy.
That's the argument. Yeah, that's 100% the argument. Is don't fucking do it because now that's like their ticket to overwork you.
Yeah,
off the rip. I would say playing devil's advocate. In defense of it, I would say it's good on slow days. Because some days, man, I don't know about your place, but with our place, if it's slow enough, we'll close early.
Yeah.
And that shaves off like 1 or 2 hours. Depends the kind of, situation you're working in or hours. Not sure what that is, but yeah, overall, it can be good. Well, but being overworked...
it's kind of I feel like there's a very this is not good for the show because we can't debate for it for hours, but there's a very, very simple solution. It's either is the increase in money great enough to accept possibility of overworking. That's the only thing. So if the difference between your current salary and the future salary you'll get is large enough, high enough, does it justify the fact that you might get over? That's the only thing. Because if it's just like equivalent to like a $1 or $2 per hour increase, then that's not worth it, right? Because essentially you're just getting a little more, but actually getting a lot less because you might be worked so much more for longer. So that's I don't know how fun this is to argue, but this is literally a formula. I'm going to slap you with a mathematical formula, and yeah, that's it.
No, that's fine, TC. That's perfect. That's fantastic. You get paid. I'm gonna guess you get paid hourly.
Yeah. I mean, for a bit there, I didn't get paid at all because the chef was super angry. But like he got.
You're 3 a.m. chef.
Sorry.
You're the 3 a.m. chef. I'm gonna. Call him that.
Yes. Yeah, that pig. Exactly. Yeah. I talked about it on the show, but so he withheld payment for a month and a half.
What?
Yeah. It's. I'm literally too busy to sue though. I don't want to go to court because I'm here in the morning. I wake up. I get messaged by Josue, be like, "Hey, bro, we gotta record a show, bro.
We're on a schedule, my guy. We got sponsors. They're waiting. Yeah. They're asking. Yeah,
that's me in the morning. Then I go to work. Then I have to do university, and then at night I do stand up. Then I have to fucking sleep for 3 hours, and then it's like. when do I get the time to follow the beast? You know, to ride the hog, like in Clash of Clans. I never get the time to do that.
Stand up for like all workers. There's just no time for that.
Yeah, no, not comedy. I literally just go to the main square and be like, "Workers of the world, unite!" That's me.
You should have, you should have like taken your work problems and then just tagged along with all the truckers.
Yeah, but that
would have been the ample
opportunity. I actually went to Ottawa. It was really fun. That was before they started killing old ladies with their horses. But anyways, not very line cook oriented.
That's not very Canadian.
Actually, yeah.
We have a very specific like visual of what we think of when we think of Canadians, and that is the most un-Canadian thing I've ever heard of.
What's the government though? You know, it's the MI6, CIA, Mossad. It's like these guys don't care. These guys
you're right. They don't care. They don't give a fuck about borders. I bet half of those guys I bet those horses were Americans.
Probably American imports. Yeah. Actually, no. I think they're the cousins of the horses they put in the IKEA meat in Europe. Remember that scandal?
No.
You don't remember that scandal? Damn, dude. Watch the news.
It probably didn't get covered here because it's Europe.
Yeah.
Like, America's like a capitalist North Korea. Like like we have money, but not really because it's all on credit. Mm-hmm. And we just, if it's like not American, we just don't give a shit.
Yeah. Which is probably a good attitude because I was, aside from this podcast, I had no, benefit of knowing this information. But for a bit there was a scandal in French and also UK branches of IKEA. You know, IKEA, the place where poor students, go buy their furniture that doesn't really assemble well. You know that?
Poor designs. Yeah, I know IKEA.
Rock on. But I love their meatballs, though. Their meatballs are delicious. The problem was...
Wait, what are you talking about their meatball? What are you talking about?
What? You've never eaten it?
Store.
Oh my goodness, Josue, you're not a cook. You're not a culinary expert. You never eaten at the IKEA? Come on.
Lied.
Anyway, so that's
shit.
That's a whole pack of, unpack that with your therapist or whatever. But the problem is, they have delicious meatballs. You can get like 5, 15, 25 with this like brown sauce. Served obviously with fries.
They sell it there like hot, ready to eat?
Oh, there's a food court in every single IKEA.
There's a food court in the IKEA?
Every single IKEA. You've never been. Clearly you're too rich to have been to IKEA. I don't know what kind of money.
I'm too rich for that. I shop at like Target and Neiman Marcus.
Okay. But yeah, IKEA will, dude. Not even that, but they have this crazy salmon, and they have this jam which is made of a weird fruit. I don't know what it's called, but it's from Sweden. It's delicious. So you get the sweet, the salty, and then the meatball is delicious. And then also they have this like chocolate cake, on the base of which they have this caramelly chocolate called Dame. It's spelled DAIM. And that's like a special Swedish treat, and they sell that one as well. At the end, they got like cinnamon rolls and coffees and hot dogs, and they sell that as well. So there's two different food courts, a main food court on top, and then a shop hot dog stand at the end there, the exit. This is in every IKEA.
Oh my God! So the nearest IKEA is about an hour away in San Francisco.
That's why.
Now I have to go. I just hate San Francisco so much.
Oh yeah? Why?
Yeah, it's just become a cesspool.
If you're going to San Francisco, you don't like that song?
No, it's not so much the song; it's just the things that I've seen that even I think are just too risque for me to say out loud. It's just some
shitting in the streets.
Really? No. Okay, fine. Since you're asking, since you insisted.
That's common. It happens everywhere.
No. So these two guys I'm pretty sure they were doing they were freebasing crack or meth.
Damn. Okay. I'm listening.
And so it's these two guys, right? And this guy's taking the hit, and his buddy next to him, I swear to fucking God, DC, his buddy next to them, bends over, pulls his pants down. His buddy taking the rip, then goes up to his friend's ass, splits his ass cheeks, and exhales into his ass.
He's boofing.
Normal, everyday San Francisco. I had to ask one of my friends who recreationally does drugs, and I'm like, is that a thing? Am I just not missing? He's like, no, dude, that's bums being bums.
Oh, he sucks. He's not a real druggie. He's not a real drug addict. Let me I'm sorry, let me educate you on boofing. Boofing is very common, dude. Girls, even college girls, they do it with alcohol. Or you have like this thing and
I've heard it with alcohol, but like does it work with like smoking? Like if I just take like bong rips and start like exhaling into people's assholes?
Have you heard of AIDS? Have you heard of AIDS?
AIDS?
You know why anal sex is so dangerous with AIDS? It's because you got like micro lesions. Like lesions, sorry. And then whatever the disease, it goes through that and goes into your bloodstream. So obviously smoke would absolutely do that. It's like your lungs. The reason why you smoke through your lungs is because your lungs, the small holes, I forget, like alveoli, whatever, that thing, it's so, permeable that the smoke kind of, like the nicotine goes straight into your bloodstream. So in the same way, if you boof crack, dude, you get high super fast. And you bypass everything else, all the, liver and such.
That's kind of like a 200 IQ move those guys were doing.
Yeah, these guys are genius.
You're making me rethink this whole scenario that I saw. I'm like, God damn.
First of all, your friend, again, not a true drug addict, just a poser. And second of all, these guys are geniuses. It's like Albert Einstein of the 21st century, I'd say.
I mean, okay. I mean, San Francisco, a very techie city.
Sorry, even the bums. Just one thing: if one of you in the fucking audience comments "you're weird" and points to this clip, I'm gonna come to your house, bro. Anyways, go ahead. Thank you. I hate that comment.
No. If somebody were fucking weird, this is real motherfucking life. Okay, bums boofing in the street is not weird. It's real life. Okay, and the fact that you wouldn't know about that is concerning.
Yeah,
fucking weirdo. That's fucking weird.
I gotta find who said that comment. Oh yeah. Richard Keller.
God damn it, Richard.
Richard Keller. You're probably a very swell guy. I'm sure you're a very swell guy. But damn, that comment, it killed me. The whole way through, I was ruminating. I couldn't get over it. I was thinking to myself, I almost turned to witchery, I almost hexed you, but I can't go that way. It's dark magic.
Almost hexed him.
But go ahead, Richard.
Oh, tell me you're from the suburbs without telling me you're from the suburbs.
Yeah, I have amethyst in my folds. But go ahead. Why don't you enjoy San Francisco? Except from for these mechanical engineering techniques.
So aside from the crazy drug use, I would probably say it's the I forgot what the specific word is. I think it's called virtue signaling. Oh. Like leftist ideals are
politics. Come on.
No, it's a very extreme thing over there. I mean, there's like normal you and me just talking, but it's like if you want to see where like the wall hits on the left, go visit the East Bay, San Francisco. It gets kind of crazy there. The students in Berkeley, their idea of combating racism was to create a human link to block all the white students from getting the class. Yeah,
I mean, they're a little crazy, but it's like I can enjoy the I go to Washington State, right? Enjoy the Twin Peaksian, environment. I don't have to.
You enjoy the Twinks?
Also, yes, yeah. I was saying Twin Peaksian, but yeah, Twinks. I enjoy the Twinks as well. But yeah, so I'm saying like any place, because that's where the Midwest people are pretty. I mean, politically, I can't.
They're simple people.
Well, I'm a simple man. I like the Leonard Skinner song, bro. I'm a simple man. You know what I mean? I don't need these complex thoughts or whatever. But what I mean is, you can enjoy a nice place by while ignoring the political crazies out there. Someone says some wacky stuff to you, be like, that's not smart, and then you move on. You just enjoy your ice cream sundae, your shaved ice.
You're a much better human being than me.
That's not true. Stop saying that. You just have to enjoy life. You know what I mean? You have to stop. Anyways, but yeah. So yeah.
I enjoy life. How dare you assume that I don't enjoy life?
Well, you're the type of guy who can't enjoy San Francisco because some political wackos are trying to,
It smells like piss, and there's shit in the streets.
Now that's real
like
argument.
literal shit in the streets.
Yeah, that's true.
And you can't walk through certain areas, the main like financial rich area districts, because there's just bums everywhere. And now it turns out that like. Now we just have all these like raids of like people they theft in groups. So like they'll go into like the what was the last one, the Louis Vuitton store, And then like 20 of those guys will just like go in there, bum rush the place. It was nutty. They shut down like that area of the town and just put cops there. It was crazy. It was a good time. Look, it's basically become Fallout.
Yeah. Wow.
San Francisco is a real life Fallout.
All right, relax. It's not nuclear wasteland.
It is literally nuclear waste. There's
smells like it,
people missing limbs, extra limbs. There's people walking around not saying words. They walk around like scorched.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is wild.
There's like oversized cockroaches everywhere. I get you.
Oversized cockroaches. You know, my VATS never works when I go there because I don't have enough charisma.
Oh man, I love Fallout. I prefer Skyrim though, but that's for another. That's another episode of Line Cook Talks, dude. What were we talking about San Francisco for? Let me remember.
We were talking about me having to go to IKEA to try out their food court.
Yes, absolutely.
Because it sounds like I had no idea they sell food. That sounds amazing. And the shit you're describing, I'm like, holy shit.
It's
even if it was
delicious.
basic, it's already elevated basic.
Oh, it's almost. I don't want to say fine dining, but it's fine. Like when it comes to these food courts and types of food, you know, in the Walmarts, what do you have? You have McDonald's, right?
McDonald's,
right? So compared to that, it's fine dining, you know, of these establishments. But anyways, my point being, please go. It's awesome. There was, however, in like the 2013, 2014 era, a controversy. During which the UK and French branches of the IKEAs there, like all the IKEAs in that region, the meat was swapped, like the beef in the meatballs was swapped for Romanian horse meat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then people got so disgusted. Oh, I'm so outraged. It's like, bro, horse meat's delicious. You know, people just have this emotional connection to some animals, which pisses me off.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Yeah, it's weird. Like, so it's horse. Like, so what?
Well, okay. Well, that's the you know, there's different degrees of epicness. Some people can handle horse, like, all right, yeah, it's horse. Some people have this, you know, emotional connection, like possibly sexual connection to horses. That's weird. What I'm saying though is that all the animals are edible. All right, dogs. I'll eat a dog. I don't care.
I can't, you know, I can't disagree with you. You're spitting some serious facts here.
No, see, but
if you're not a human being, I might eat you. That's just how it is, man. People are out here eating bugs. Yeah. They're out here eating fucking just weird ass animals. Yeah. I mean, George Clooney has a fucking pig as a pet, and I'm over here eating like bacon and like yummy food. Nah, man, like food is food, and if you're an animal. If you're listening to this, sorry, but you're food.
And just to jump in front of the guy who's good, you guys are weird. Bro, if you think that eating a dog is not correct. Man,
this guy is
I hate it.
Every episode, DC's going to make a reference to like, and this fucker says I'm weird.
Oh, my goodness. But yeah, so but think about this a little bit. Because what people do, you know, closed-minded people do, when they hear something they don't like, they immediately take it as a joke. They're like, oh, these guys are weird. You guys are funny. It's like, but think about it for 2 seconds, right? You will defend eating meat to the death, right? I'm assuming most people aren't vegans. They'll be like, yeah, I love beef. You know, it's manly to eat beef. I love beef. Yeah, bro. Joe Rogan podcast. You know, trend by day. Joe Rogan podcast by night. You know what I mean? Like
trend by day. Oh, shit. Yes.
Joe Rogan podcast by night all day. You know, these guys will be like, oh yeah, meat is so important. And then you talk about boiling dogs and they get super sheepish. It's like, this is an animal. I understand that you have a connection to a dog, possibly. But it's still subsistence. And for you as a Westerner to say to like, oh, look at these Asian countries where, you know, where they use dogs as subsistence. These guys should starve. I would much rather see, you know, millions of people from another country starve than to have my precious little pooch being boiled alive. Fuck these guys.
Most people are fucking idiots that think that.
Thank you.
Like, if you're gonna fucking like pick a fucking animal over a human being, go fuck get fucked. Yeah. Get fucked.
Also, dogs are delicious.
Dogs are delicious. They're a little on the salty side, but that's fine. They got the lean meat, but that's okay too. You know?
Yeah. But anyways, yeah.
We're covering all fucking sorts of topics today. God
no, only one. Another commenter was like, I would vote, but it seems pointless. Yeah! Damn! You guys are killing me over here.
Typical American.
American detective.
When I
opinion
read that,
discarded.
I just nodded my head. I'm like, I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, he
I'd
likes the
vote, but
two-party
what's the
system.
point?
That's why. It's either Republican or Democrat. He can't handle a multi-party democracy, I think.
Tell you what, we'll just do like a self-fulfilling prediction. We'll start asking everyone what they want for like next week's episode, and then whatever ends up winning, we just won't pick that.
We'll pick like option 4, the one. Yeah,
We'll pick an option 4 that we never even mentioned was an option.
Yeah,
and then they can be like, "Hey, you know what? I'd vote, but that's pointless." But like, you're right, that is pointless.
exactly. The worst of two evils, I think. But this episode, please, just for the voting, put only salary versus hourly. I want this. This is the only thing we talked about. The rest is it's a lead up and a come down. You can't just have.
It's just a little filler. It's just a lead up. Yeah, you're right. You know, we're just connecting dots here. You know, everything's connected somehow.
You can't
That's
have a life changing DMT experience without the come up and the come down. It's an 8-hour experience, right?
You may not be able to afford to go to IKEA if you're hourly. You might need to be a salary employee, and those kind of things matter to you.
For sure. Absolutely. Little cranberry
salary
sauce.
Employees, cranberry sauce. Salary employees might be able to afford dog or cat.
I think, I don't know. It's like they say these things where it's like, in Laos, people live on $1 a month. It's like, if they can afford a dog on that salary, I think that you can afford to shut up about your stupid opinions. What about that? What do you think?
Yeah, I think you should ask why people are eating fucking dogs.
Yeah.
If you think it's so fucking bad.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, there's a reason. No one wakes up and is like, you know what? I'm going to fucking eat dog. No, you're probably so fucking poor and broke. You're trying to feed your fucking kids.
I very much doubt that like Gian Laksamana wakes up in the morning and has this like T-bone steak already. Is like, I don't think so. I'm going to go out and shoot the pooch. Yeah,
fuck elk.
But anyway, these geopolitical things are not things of my concern. I was going to ask you though, everybody has to talk about it. It's the big blue and yellow elephant in the room. For war, right? Who has better food, Russians or Ukrainians? I have strong thoughts on this, but I don't know if you do.
I kind of view the whole like Russia and Ukraine, like the only way that makes sense to me is like I'll do Latin America.
Yeah.
Whereas, although everyone in Latin America speaks Spanish,
yeah,
you can't compare like Mexican culture and like Guatemalan culture, Salvadorian culture. So that's kind of how I view it. Like when I think of Ukraine, I think of like these like related Russian things. Yeah. So it's too specific. Like I don't know what would be like what's a specific Ukraine food, as opposed to something that's like general between both countries. You know,
borscht.
Borscht is the blanket food.
Or
is borscht a Ukrainian specific?
What do you mean?
Well, like, is borscht specific to one of those countries, or is it for the whole region?
I get you. I mean, you know, sorry to all our Central and Eastern European listeners here, but that region of the world, especially when compared with the Americas and Asia, is very culinarily, underdeveloped, to be honest. So many of the foods go into, because, I'm from Hungary. Hungarian cuisine and food has some specialties, right? But essentially from Hungary to Mongolia, many of the foods are essentially the same, but some countries have taken over one of the foods. And for Ukraine, it's really, it's borscht, I think. They have this very special way of doing it.
Is Hungary one of those countries like Ukraine that has kind of like close ties with Russia?
No. Hungary has nothing to do with Russia.
Okay, completely different thing.
Yeah. We're just focused on hating Romania. I think that's what Hungarians do.
I see. You got okay.
Oh my! The last time we had the blonde jokes, it's like obviously there was one incel someday who got so mad when like a blonde rejected him that he made all these he created the stereotype that blondes are stupid.
Yeah, of course.
Well, yeah. So in the same way, I'm pretty the amount of jokes. Like every single Hungarian joke is ends with, and then the Romanian ate shit, or he died, or he got wrecked or whatever. It's very
so
funny.
it's Hungarians versus Romanians.
Yeah.
That's really
World War
That's
IV.
funny. Yeah, no, that's funny because that's the same way with Salvadorians and Guatemalans.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even explain. I'm Salvadorian, and I have plenty of coworkers that are Guatemalan, but it's like we even talk about it. It's just you're kind of just raised with that. Yeah. That it's just kind of like in your DNA. You can't help it. Mm-hmm. It's like someone tells me someone's Guatemalan, kind of irks me, but I'm still gonna talk to them. Same thing. It's like no, they're fucking cool.
Yeah,
or a Guatemalan.
Well, that's the thing. It's culturally, imbibed in your being. You can obviously meet someone who's very nice, but in the back of your head, there's always going to be this like, I'm pretty sure his grandpa fucked over mine. People
like doing that, man. People just like it's like when I talked about the whole like front of house versus back of house. Yeah. It's like, well, why don't you look at back house is literally starting wars with everyone.
Yeah.
Morning versus night, busser versus dishwasher.
Yeah.
And if you get Americans, you got the South versus the North, Californians versus Texans. Yeah. I don't know who the fuck, Canadians versus Inuits. I don't know what's going on. I follow Inuit.
Yeah.
I follow one Inuit on TikTok. Jesus fuck. Those people live a life that I would like to sample just for like a weekend.
Like actual Inuit or people in the city?
No. Like this guy is like north, like straight north of where you live. You could he'll go out and he can film his entire like town in like one capture.
That's awesome.
He got like
Yellowknife.
Yeah. Like they'll go hunting for blubber and fish, but it's for the whole community.
Yeah.
So it's like self-sufficient town. It is fucking awesome.
It's actually weird how you see all these peoples, who have stuck with a very ancient way of life. Like in Mongolia, same thing, but they also have access to TikTok, which is crazy to me. You see these like Mongolian grandmas who are like preparing fish or whatever, and it's like, follow at whatever, like Grandma Lynn on TikTok. It's weird. Tripping me out.
I just think it's super cool that, like you said, it's like this primitive living. You have technology, which means very well you don't have to live like this, but you choose to.
Yeah.
That's Jesus, man. I wish I was that brave, but I'm way too dependent on technology and heater. And I'm from California, so seriously, when it's 60 degrees, I'm like, it's fucking cold.
Yeah,
I'm gonna die.
I'm very good with the cold, but I would die in the heat. You know what I mean? Like
if California weather just wouldn't be your vibe.
Yeah, because I can handle Iran. If I go back home, I can handle that. Like I can handle. If I go to my grandma's house, I can. That's a weather I can tolerate because it's so damp. It's very humid. I like that. But dry
Iran's humid?
Oh, Iran's extremely humid. Yeah.
No way. I thought it'd be like dry.
Yeah, obviously. What, you watch like Team America? We don't wear like turbans either.
I thought they were really speaking Iraqi the whole time. I'm like, how come the sub things aren't working when they say Durka? I don't get
it. No, but anyways, so Iran, it's very, because we're right near the Caspian Sea, right? So it's you got a lot of humidity. But anyways, what I'm saying is that's something I tolerate. But if I went to the Wild West, wiki Wild West, if I went there, I would die. I would die because I drink so much water. You don't even know. I will drink 7-8 liters a day, easy.
Damn, DC, you a camel.
I smoke camel. Yes, thank you for asking.
Good for you. Camel crushes.
Why does everybody say that? Who the hell is a Camel Crush fan? There's a guy on the other podcast, which I will not name. He commented like, "Oh yeah, I love Camel Crushes." No, I don't like Camel Crushes. What's the deal with Camel Crushes? Come on, give it to me.
It's a very popular cigarette. When I worked at a gas station, it's the most popular Camel, aside from Camel Blues.
Yeah.
Because the light cigarettes always outsell more than the regular cigarettes, but Camels are very because it's my understanding. Well, I mean, even when I tried, it's like, it tastes like regular Camel, but I guess if you want that menthol alternative, I mean, I guess it kind of helps if you're going out to bars.
But it's not even a menthol though. That's the problem. These guys, these crush enjoyers.
Right. It's not even a menthol, right? It's like going through a filter.
Exactly. So there's a crush cap, and that's what gives you it's
the illusion.
Yeah, it's literally like if I lived in Europe for a little bit. I roll my own, but if you put the tobacco and a half chewed up 5 gum in there. I already told you this, but if you do that, it's similar because the smoke is going to go through the gum. It's disgusting. What I'm saying is, Camel Crush sucks. Camel crush it and put it in the trash. You know?
What camels do you prefer?
Honestly, I like the classics. You know, like not the filters, like the unfiltered cigarettes. These are awesome. Like the Turkish tobacco.
You like unfiltered cigarettes? Do you like Lucky Strike?
I actually don't have them that often, but when I do, I'm like, yeah, that's nice.
That's like the Coca-Cola of cigarettes.
Well, yeah, it's the classic. Yeah. Do you, not to quote Heisenberg here, but do you want to live in a world without classic Coke? You know, so that's that. No, I like non-filters, filters. So the reds and the blues, obviously. The blues, blue cigarettes, like lights, are such a cope. It's so funny to me because people who smoke, they're like, yeah, I'm not that big into smoking. I only smoke lights. I'm trying to quit. I'm trying to quit is the funniest shit of all time because they're not going to. I don't know. Addiction's funny to me.
That's like yeah, no, it really is. You left me with so much to think about the last talk about smoking. No, more than you think, more than you probably are comfortable with. Because I'm thinking like, fuck, man, like I really am in a bubble. Because like the perception of smoking is very different here than say someone else's perception where it's like a cultural thing. I never thought about the cultural angle. When you put it out, I'm like, holy fuck, he's right. Like, why am I? No, that was fucking brilliant. That was a brilliant
Thank you.
chess move right there.
Vote for pro smoke breaks. What am I, like 14% right now?
You'll make it there. I mean, 14. If you make it to 15%, that's closer to 75%.
Yeah.
Of the total votes that I got. But that's not the point.
Well,
I mean, yes, I was right, but when am I not?
Yeah, that's true. Good, fair point. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to post the link in the r/smokers Reddit subreddit, and they're all going to vote for me. And I'm going to...
There we go. Yeah. And we'll do one for the animals. Like, do you think animals should be eaten? I'll post that on banned pit bulls.
Yeah, exactly. Yes! That's true. You see, it's all about, strategies of war, right? If you have this community, this subsection of the population who has been wronged, if your little baby boy, Billy boy child who was 2 years old got devoured and murdered by your pit bull, obviously you're going to be more sympathetic to the cause of boiling dogs, I think. So they're on our side. We should ally with the parents who lost a child.
We should. One vote for a child is one vote against these dangerous animals.
Just for $1 a day, you can boil a dog and save a child's life. That's my thing. Anyways, you guys are weird. You guys are talking about this stuff like it's weird.
You're
weird.
Weird, DC. You're weird. I thought this was like a spy versus spy type of thing. I thought you guys were going to argue. Look, it's been how long? What is it? 10:23, an hour. And we've discussed all sorts of topics here today.
People can't calculate time, by the way. Did you notice that?
No, I can't.
Because
I can calculate if I'm having a good time or a bad time. I'm clearly having a good time because I'm like 10:23. Holy shit, it's been an hour.
Y'all having a good time?
Y'all ready for this?
Hell yeah. Yo, yeah, do you listen to music in that? We already talked about mini topic. No one will vote on this, by the way. The only thing we're voting on this, please, is going to be salary versus hourly, right? That's the only question this week. But music in the kitchen, what do you like? Because you already talked about it a little bit, but recently, I want an update on the video. And by the way, if you want to know what he thought a couple days, weeks ago, check out you're on the right place, right channel. Check out Music in the Kitchen by a hoe named Sway. Sorry, this gas is horrible. There's so much gas in this freaking gas can of the Monster. So, yeah. Man,
when that shit hits you, man, you're gonna be ready. Your muscles are probally already shaking.
Oh, I'm going to the gym after this for sure.
Oh, you see, your vascularity is just gonna hit the fucking roof.
A little camel crush in between sets. Yeah. But anyways, sorry. Yeah. So what do you think of music?
Music, you know what? To me, it's just mood. Okay, mm-hmm. Let's just say that I have full range. I can put what the fuck I want.
Yeah.
Usually, by default, I'll say the background is just going to be a lot of trap, a lot of hip hop.
Okay.
Some King Von, Chief Keef Sosa, FTV Duck. Just some like real fucking Chicago drill shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll usually if I'm in a mood if I'm in a very specific mood, I'll put on like metal or very rarely country. I used to listen to classical. So really most music, right? But
okay,
nowadays,
you just said a bit of everything. Kill me.
It's true. It's true.
Everything except country. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I got country. I got a playlist for country.
Okay.
But yeah, I think it's mostly hip hop. If I'm listening, it's just going to be mostly hip hop. And when people are around, it's like I already got my 2 playlists. That just depends on who I'm with. It's either a pre-90s, which is all 90s to now music, or a before 90s. The older the crowd is, more likely pre-90s. It's just safe for work. Yeah. Younger crowd, I'll do a post-90s thing. You know, people like listening to like old pop 90s alternative music.
Yeah.
But it's just rough, man, because people want different things, and sometimes people put on music, and then I think like, fuck, man, if I'm annoyed with this guy's music, people must be annoyed with my music.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I get way too self-conscious about that, and I get way too self-conscious. Like, fuck, if the owner walks in and he hears me like putting on this fucking music, he hears fucking Lil Durk playing, he might not like it.
My rule though is whatever you put on, you should be able to tolerate, but never, ever, no matter how calm it is, how, you know, who you're with, whatever, never put on your favorite music in the kitchen.
No, your feelings are gonna get hurt.
Yeah, literally, yeah. Because if you put your favorite track on, you're like, oh, this is so good. You're vibing, you're chopping those onion like there's no tomorrow, and then a Keller type fella tells you, oh, you're so weird. That's the music you like? Can we turn this off? Can we switch or whatever? Or even worse, this is an act of war. This is a Ukrainian style act of war. When he goes to the you know, if he has free time, whatever, goes to the set, the controls, and manually lowers the volume in front of you. That
one. That's the one. That's the one. You're like, okay, you know what? I was trying to be open, you guys. I was vulnerable. Yeah. And you guys just shot me down. That's
when you look at your like employment history and you see your record. You see you haven't had any violations yet. You're like, I can afford one violation. If I punch this guy, I won't get fired right away. I was a good employee so far, and you go for it. But anyways, that's just me.
What do you play?
What do you mean? What do I play? I play the game. I play the moves. I'm in the game, dude. Tariq Nasheed, wash yourself. Wash yourself. You know, never let a girl, you know, seep your black Africanic energy. This is my thing.
Semen retention, right?
Yeah. Woo! Yes, sir. Yeah, buddy. Anyways, sorry. Go ahead. But what were you actually asking me?
Your music. What do you like? What is your preferred? You go into the kitchen. I say, DC, here, put the Bluetooth on. Put something on.
Honestly, the one that's the safest, because the crowd, well, the people in the kitchen are pretty young. So the safest probably would be
young in general, or young to you.
But young to me would be like 5 years old. You know.
Okay. So just young in general. Okay. Just want to clarify.
Yeah. I'm a baby boy still. You know what I mean? I have much to learn. But so what happens is you got all these people, and the safest bet is 1995 to like 2012, 13.
1000% agree.
Yeah. So like no matter who you are, you can at least tolerate that one.
Yeah, it's perfect, and you can tune it out. If you don't like it, you'll just tune it out. But it's just the kind of, it's familiar. That's what it is. Everyone grew up listening to.
Yeah,
exactly. 90s lit, my own worst enemy.
Yeah, but if I'm really mad at the people, not mad, but I want to put something grating, I'd be like, yo, fuck you guys. We have a mini like Bluetooth speaker. Mm-hmm. I'll take that to the, because for a while, that's how much of a mess the restaurant was where I worked. We didn't have a dishwasher at all. There was no dish, so it was only the cooks, and even we didn't have any cooks either. So it was just me and sous chef for the whole day for like a full restaurant, and we also had to do the dishes. Anyways.
Wow.
And we had to close as well. So
oh my god. So DC, in that instance, would you prefer it if you got paid hourly, or would you like it if you were salary?
Well, that's a funny question, Josue. Thank you very much for asking me and bringing it back. However, I got fucked so bad that I did not get paid. And even if I did get paid, my hourly salary was so bad that yeah. In that case, I guess it was better to have been paid hourly because I did a lot of hours. But yeah, nothing. Absolutely.
But you didn't get paid for a month.
Also true. Yeah.
So just say you staged for a month. I think that sounds better.
Yeah, but no, eventually, I mean, legally, they can't make you do work and not pay you, you know? So I got the money, but they stalled it as much as possible. They're like, oh, yeah, there's some issues with your profile in the system, so we're going to have to hold, like, you know, just to fuck me over, essentially. But yeah, I got the money in the end.
Did you get your money?
Oh, I got paid, of course. You kidding me? Absolutely.
Hey, I know how busy you are. I know that. Hey, I know how busy you are. Maybe you just didn't have time to go. And
I didn't, but they got scared.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's literally that. I mean, you know, when people try to act tough, everybody does try to act tough.
They saw your post-workout pump, and that was enough. They're like, oh, shit. No.
Now, you see, that applies to people on Instagram as well. Everybody wants to act tough. You know, they posture this way, like, yeah, bro, I'm making money. But every single person has a boss they're afraid of. No matter how strong you are, no matter how up there you are, even the top fucking elites have a higher elite they're afraid of. So when a bitch-ass chef tries to withhold money, you contact the owner, and the owner's scared as hell to be, you know, sued or whatever, just, you know, have legal issues with his payroll, so he's gonna send you that money right away. So that's that. That's my thing to say. You know, big fuck small is my little Peaky Blinders quote here, and use that.
Big fuck small?
Always, you know? So when someone...
yeah, the big guy fucks the small
always,
guy.
Always. So when there's someone who tries to act big, there's always going to be someone who, you know, on top there who can fuck him harder.
There's always a bigger fish.
That's a more, you know, family friendly way of putting it. I like to use swearing and profanity because I'm a cool kid. You know what I mean? I go cool.
First off, this is a Line Cook YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I'm very insulted when last week you're like, oh, don't say those shit things.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I was making a commentary because I was sensing the Thomas Keller. It's not Thomas Keller. It was something Keller. Joseph Keller.
You were sweating. You're like, dude, they're not going to let me into stage. I'm like really looking forward to working in Napa over the summer. And if they hear me, yeah, I see. Yeah.
No, I sense your weird comment coming. And I already, it's like, you know, it's like there's the disturbance in the force. Yoda was shivering. He's like,
You can already sense
that was me. That was literally me. I was sensing there's going to be a dark Padawan, you know, commenting, you guys are weird.
This show is going to slowly devolve into us like roasting comments from our own viewers. Eventually we're going to wonder like, so no one's subbing anymore. How come no one leaves a comment anymore? Like there's no engagement anymore. And it wouldn't even matter. I'd be like, look, these fucking guys, they can't even come and talk to us.
Because you have the subscriber list, right? You can just go through that one. Look at this bitch, didn't even comment.
Go through my subscriber list and start naming every single one by name.
That's not going to happen, fellas. Feel free to subscribe, but, you know, that's that. I'm just saying, you know, end of the day, what was I saying? I was saying that this is the safe music. However, if I'm angry, I take the little pill Bluetooth speaker to the you know, dish bit. I do the dishes, and I put some hardcore, like, crust punk on there, you know? Or even Black Flag. That's good. Drinking black coffee! Drinking black coffee! Drinking black coffee! Straight to my heart! You know, that stuff? Yeah. That's the stuff I like to...
What kind of crust punk do you listen to?
No. You're gonna make fun of me for it. I'm gonna be called weird. No.
It's so funny, because crust punk came along the scene, like, after I was just exiting...
Oh, yeah? Punk era. You were a punky?
I listened to a lot of street punk and oi. I mean, I still have my leather jacket.
What are you, like a British skinhead? What are you listening to oi for?
It's the fucking best shit. Hell yeah.
That's actually pretty, it's actually pretty good. It's just like you listen to that and you find out like half those guys are fucking like neo-Nazis, and the guy's like, no, dude, this swastika tattoo on my back. No, that was a Buddhist symbol. You know, it's just me kind of exploring my spirituality. It's funny. But anyways,
did you know Ian Stewart is a Buddhist?
Wow, yeah, that's where he took. I think Sam Sarah had this quote about like, fuck the elites, you know, we the chosen. Anyways, I'm not gonna. But
you know, that's how I broke the ice with one guy at work who was a punk. He's now like one of my best friends. He dressed like, because the uniform's just black. He would just come in like as this regular t-shirt, you know, like regular guy. Yeah. And so I noticed he was punk. So I'm like, oh, let's break the ice with this guy, because I don't know anyone. And so I'm like, oh, I like your shirt. And I kind of just made mentions. And he tells me later he thought I was just some fucking just some square dude that was just trying to like, oh, you're so fucking cool with your spikes and shit.
Yeah.
But nah, man, I made like one Ian Stewart reference. I'm not even going to tell anyone who Ian Stewart is. Like, you either know or you don't know. But like, once I name dropped him, he's like, oh, okay, you're a real one. Okay, you fucking get it. You're in the culture. I'm like, yeah.
The part you didn't mention is that he used the hard ER when described, you're a real, you know, that's how he described you. And then you were like, wait a second, what kind of punk are you? And he just like, oi. Anyways, yeah. If
I'm in a mood, I like Blood for Blood.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Like, do you listen to Blood for Blood?
No, not at all. But I know of
no.
Them. No.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Blood for Blood is just straight. I would describe Blood for Blood as like, just imagine you're like that at the edge of just offing yourself. Blood for Blood is like, fuck this shit, hits you in the head and just pushes you off yourself. Mm-hmm. That's Blood for Blood. It's just complete negative. Like, there's just no redeeming qualities about it. I would say Slayer's more positive than Blood for Blood.
Yeah, it's like, because actually black metal also very much infiltrated by neo-Nazis. There's the, you know,
how come all the best bands are infiltrated by neo-Nazis? All the best genres are so.
Even Nicki Minaj, apparently, you know, Nicki Minaj, yeah, famous.
Yeah, same thing, but she's backed by white supremacists.
She's back. You know, her spine is so strong, dude. I'm sure her spine is extremely strong. Nicki Minaj's spine is so strong.
Go on.
Well, do I have to? There's obviously such
there's no punchline tonight.
I mean, there's obviously
of all the weight she's carrying.
Well, yeah, there's such a humongous rack in front. I'm sure her spine's very strong too. You know, that's
not at all what I thought. Okay. Right. Yeah.
Hourly versus salary, guys. Vote up, eat up, vote up, and please give us a good little, you know, a good little topic for next week. We swung by. Most we all want to cancel.
Tell us how weird we are. Tell us how weird you thought this episode was.
Yeah.
Do you think it's worth voting for? Do you think it's worth coming back next week and listening to?
You fucking piece of shit! You think this is easy? I'm putting my stuff out there, and all you have to say is I'm weird. Well, don't open your mailbox tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But not seriously. But like a half a joke. But kinda seriously. You know.
No, I see what you're saying. Yeah. It's very simple.
Vote up! A cook will sway. I don't do anything for the Instagram anymore. I hate Instagram. I might delete the Instagram.
Enough.
Everything.
Yeah, do your thing. Do your thing. You probably do you even get DMs on that?
Well, no, because there's no one. No one goes to IG for a cook will sway because it's all on YouTube.
Yeah, it's all. IG's dead, man.
Well,
I have it. Just look, we both have Instagrams. Okay, let's just make it really fucking clear. We can't really shit on Instagram and then be like, "Oh, we're on fucking Instagram all day." Because do you know how I got a hold of you today, DC?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Over Instagram.
That's true. He got in my DM. Okay, that's true.
I didn't fucking go on Facebook and go onto your fucking wall and be like, "Hey DC, we're recording today."
You didn't go to the Telegram channel I made, the 8 Plates Red Room. You didn't go there.
No, what? Yeah, what? No.
Now
I will. Now I will.
Anyway, I love Telegram. What's happening is, all right, listen. IG, whatever you think of it, doesn't matter. Everything's on here. So leave your comments, your engagements, you know. Leave this on. Go for a nap. Go for a walk. Leave this on. Put the playlist on so we get, you know, you keep listening. Get it, you know what I mean? I don't even have to tell you what to do. Just, please, vote on this issue. This fucking gas is horrible. I'm sorry. Please vote on this topic of hourly versus salary. You know, I want to know. Personally, I'm very invested in knowing if you're with me. If you're with me as a listener, as a citizen of the United States, of the world, of the United Nations possibly, are you with me when I say that salary work is not as good as hourly salary? And Josue over there in his little corner of authoritarian wage theft says that one fixed salary is all good. Let me know who do you stand for? Pol Pot?
California Uber Alice. California Uber Alice.
Paul. Pot. Anyway, yeah, I love the dead candies. Yeah. All right.